What is up, guys? Orca's here. We got a unscheduled video because we got the Acolyte trailer that is going to be dropping. The trailer dropped, but the show is going to be dropping June 4th, and it's going to be a 2 episode premiere. And we got the trailer today, released at 10 in the morning for me. So I watched it a little bit after it came out. I was at college when it came out. I watched it at college, but I just got home a little bit ago, and I'm gonna be giving my review for it, and it'll be brief. I'm pretty mixed on it. Like, it really didn't blow me away at all. The Bad Batch trailer got me pretty excited for Bad Batch, but this trailer for Acolyte, I mean, I just don't know. Like, it didn't really it didn't really excite me, is what I'm trying to say. So there's some of the things in it that I liked. Like, there are some cool things, like the fight choreography between the Jedi Master and that one assassin, I'm assuming, trying to kill her. The fight choreography with the assassin was really cool, and later there's like another one that fights another Jedi. The fight choreography between those two fight scenes looked really good. I'm not gonna lie, they looked pretty good. So the fight choreography looks really good. I liked seeing the Jedi, like the Jedi during the High Republic. That's pretty cool. And I honestly kind of like some parts of it. Like, a lot of the Jedi in this trailer are wielding yellow lightsabers, and we don't really see that during the Republic, Phantom Menace through Clone Wars era. We don't see any Jedi really wielding yellow lightsabers. The only colors they yield is green and blue, and then Mace Windu has a purple one, and then Tera Sinube actually has a white one. I don't know if you guys knew that, but in the Clone Wars Season 2 Tera Sinube episode with Ahsoka, where she loses her lightsaber, Tera Sinube has a white lightsaber. I don't think a lot of people know that or realize that, but he has a white lightsaber. So Mace Windu is not the only one in that era that has a color besides green or blue. But I'm getting sidetracked. It's cool to see a ton of Jedi in this era using yellow lightsabers, and it kind of it adds another lore component. It's like, why did the Jedi stop using yellow lightsabers? Obviously, the Temple Guards still use yellow lightsabers, but none of the Jedi, main Jedi, use yellow lightsabers. So it's kind of a cool lore moment. Like, why do they stop using yellow lightsabers? It gives you the feel that, oh yeah, we're really in the High Republic era because they're using other colored lightsabers. They're not just using green and blue. There's also yellow. But I like that. I like the Jedi. There's a cool, the first scene where the Jedi Master is meditating with the younglings, and he's asking them about the Force and stuff, or teaching them. It's a cool nod to the what Ben Kenobi says to Luke Skywalker in A New Hope, where his eyes can deceive you. Don't trust just your eyes. Don't trust your eyes. Stuff like that, kind of what Ben Kenobi says to Luke. But then he also is like, "What do you see in the Force?" And they say they see life and balance, and apparently that was a real big nod to The Last Jedi with Luke and Rey. I didn't really know that. I watched a couple of reviews already, but apparently some people that know the sequels were able to point that out. Which is, yeah, of course they're going to be... I mean, the sequels aren't going anywhere. We already know they're not getting rid of them. They're not going to be retconned under Disney's hands anyway. But I still like it. There's someone that I watched, Star Wars Theory, complaining a little bit about no aliens. I didn't have a problem with that. I thought there was a good amount of aliens. But maybe there were a little bit too many humans, but I feel like Star Wars has always been like that, where there's dominantly humans in the galaxy. And they definitely dominate over alien species, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought the ratio of humans to aliens was fine. And it was cool to see a ton of newer or cooler species of Jedi. Apparently, there's a Zygerian Jedi, which is cool. We saw a Plo Koon Jedi. It's not the actual name of the species. His species is Kelador, but we see a Kelador Jedi. I don't think that's Plo Koon. I don't know how species age works, but we see a Plo Koon species of Jedi and a lot of others, so I thought that was cool. I will say the one part of the trailer that really got me, like, that actually piqued my interest a lot, like got me even excited a little bit, was the ending, where one Jedi asks, "What is that?" And then you see a freaking red lightsaber just spinning out of nowhere and like cuts some trees and stuff. The Jedi get ready. There's like 3 or 4 of them that have yellow lightsabers, and the rest are green and blue. And then we see the person get their lightsaber back. We're not sure who it is. It could be a Sith. We're not sure. It could be a Sith. Could just be another dark acolyte with a red lightsaber. Don't really know. And then they use Force Repulse, and it just sends all the Jedi back. It was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. That part got me chills. It gave me chills. But other than that, there's just something off about this. The visuals look good, like the cinematography and stuff, it looks good, but just something feels different. And maybe what Star Wars Theory said is true. It's like, it's because this is a different era. This is an era and kind of style that we've never seen before. Like, we've never seen the High Republic in live action. We've never seen a lot of this stuff in live action. So maybe that's why it feels weird, but there's something about it that just feels negatively weird. And I'll get to another part I don't like later. It just, again, it feels weird. I just don't know what it is about it. Because it's not like it looks cheap. I don't think it looks cheap. But there's just something off about it. And maybe, again, that's all it is. It's just that we've never seen this era before, and it looks weird in live action since we're used to seeing, like, prequels, original trilogy era, and stuff like that, and the Mandoverse era. So this just looks a lot different. But, I mean, that could be it, but I don't know. But I will say there's another part that is kind of confusing, and I feel like this aligns with Headlands, the director's views on the Jedi and the Force and stuff, where it's like, oh, this isn't about light and dark. This isn't about good and evil. It's about power and who's wielding it. And it just gives like the vibe of, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, the light side and dark side, it doesn't matter. Like, none of them are equally good or equally bad, which just isn't true. Like, the light side is good. That is what's good. And dark side is evil. That is what it's always been about. But then again, apparently the person that said that is like a witch, and we all know witches use the dark side of the Force, mostly. I don't know about Marin. That's a little bit of a confusing part, in my opinion. Like, is Marin still evil? Because she uses witch magic. But I don't know. I feel like witch magic has always been aligned with the dark side, and apparently this person's a witch and like a different side of the Force. Like, she's not a Dathomirian witch. She's like a different sect of the people that use magic or the Force. So maybe what she's saying is because that aligns with her views for the witch. But to be clear, what she said, that is not what Star Wars preaches at all. Like, I feel like that's what Headland thinks. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she doesn't actually think that. But there is a clear balance between the light and the dark. The light is the good side, and that the light side should be dominant over the dark side. They shouldn't be equal. They should be balanced, and what balance means is that light triumphs over the dark side. That's what balance in the Force is. It's not equal. It's light side dominates it. And that's what was preached always in the original trilogy. That's what Star Wars is about. And I feel like Headland doesn't think that way. Like, oh, the Jedi are evil. The light side is evil because the Jedi use the light side and they're evil. No, that's not what it is. The Jedi are the good guys. They have their flaws, but they're the good guys. And I feel like Headland doesn't think that way. Maybe I'm wrong, though, like I said. But the thing that kind of what was on my mind first was obviously forced diversity. I think I can count on less than 5 fingers how many white males were in this. and it's just weird. Like I don't think I saw any male white characters that had a main role in this, and it's not that I'm saying that there can't be, or that there should only be white male leads. I'm not saying that, like, but if you've seen in the past what Headland's beliefs are and what the cast's beliefs are, they're just all about forcing diversity and stuff, and you can definitely see that in this trailer. Like, the diversity is obviously forced. There's basically no white males in existence in this trailer, and you can tell it was forced. And I expressed that on a comment of someone reacting to the trailer, and they agreed with the same thing. I watched Geeks and Gamers. That was one of the first things they pointed out. It's just, yeah, it's definitely forced. And again, I'm not just saying that out of my behind. This has been echoed by other people likewise, and a lot of people at that, because I watched Theory's reaction, and the chat was saying the same thing. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely forced diversity, DEI, all that BS. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this show will actually be good. And I'm not saying off the bat I hate this show and I hate this trailer. I don't really. I don't hate the trailer. I thought it was all right in some parts. I thought some of the parts were good, actually. But there's just some things that were good and some things that I didn't like. But otherwise, I thought this was a mid trailer. Definitely not the best trailer I've ever seen. But we'll see how the show is. I'm not judging the show yet. I'm going to give this show a chance. I'm going to give this show a good chance, as a matter of fact, as I give every Star Wars show. But off the bat, I'm not very impressed. But hopefully that changes. Hopefully this show will be good. It's kind of like a murder mystery. Like, there's someone out there killing a lot of Jedi, and they're going to be on the case for it. I'm not sure how the Sith will play into this, because it's mostly pointed towards like dark side acolytes, but obviously they're going to be tying in how like the Sith really come to power and stuff, and how they like get in control and start making the events that happen in the Phantom Menace and stuff. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully there's good tie-ins. Hopefully there's not a ton of canon breaking stuff, which is definitely a big risk with this show. There could be a lot of canon breaking moments, or a lot of stuff that people don't like, which they liked in the expanded universe more around this era. So I don't know. Hopefully it just does something that we're on board with, something that we like for this era, and that doesn't break canon. But otherwise, I would give this trailer about, for like a trailer standards, maybe a 6. Maybe a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10, which isn't bad. Not like my grading scale rating. It'd be just around the middle, basically. So if you want to put it on a grade scale, I'd maybe say like a 7. So for me, which it would be like a C. But anyway, that's what I thought of the trailer. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and I'll see you in the next one.